From quick, revealing shots to comic book lore, there's plenty to dig into in the teaser trailer for Marvel's newest film. Here are the small details you missed in the Eternals teaser trailer. While eager MCU fans haven't gotten a full plot synopsis of Eternals yet, Marvel has given some basic insight on what the film is about. The Eternals are a race of immortal cosmic humanoids created by the alien Celestials who have secretly been living on Earth for centuries. But when an unexpected tragedy befalls Earth, the Eternals are pushed out of hiding and must band together to defeat the Deviants, mankind's most ancient enemy. The song featured in the teaser trailer, 1962's The End of the World by Skeeter Davis, gives us some further insight into the calamity the Eternals will be facing. The end of the world encapsulates the devastation felt after a breakup. Unfortunately, it seems the end of the world in the Eternals will be a bit more literal. As suggested by Marvel's brief synopsis, the arrival of the Deviants indicates a potential world-ending event that only the Eternals can stop. Near the beginning of the Eternals teaser trailer, a strange rectangular aircraft spontaneously materializes in front of a group of humans living on the shore near an ocean. The Eternals, who are soon revealed to be inside the ship, admire the planet, with Sersi talking about it to Icarus, as if she's bringing him to Earth, or this time period of Earth, for the first time. A spaceship descending upon a group of unsuspecting humans is standard affair for the MCU at this point.
What's the matter with you kids? You never seen a spaceship before?
Still, its appearance and the behavior of its crew draw many questions about the Eternals' place within the established Marvel canon. After all, in the comics, the Eternals are native to Earth, having been created by the Celestials during their proto-humanity experiments that also yielded the Deviants. They do have colonies elsewhere, though. Another likely option is that this ship is a time machine of some kind. The Eternals have traveled backward in time to the age of primitive man before. The Eternal Phastos has even lent some of their advanced technology to the tribal humans. Midway through the trailer, there's a shot of an Eternal's handcuffing a dagger, and a human's hand nervously reaching out to take it. The dagger has obvious symbolic meaning. The shot and Ajax voiceover express the idea that the Eternals gave humans technology to help them evolve. But after watching this moment in the teaser, fans may be asking whether the dagger is an important reference from the comics. The answer, as far as we can tell, is that the dagger itself isn't particularly significant on its own. The important part is that it's imparting knowledge from the Eternals to humans. The moment is actually reminiscent of the beginning of 2001: A Space Odyssey, when the sudden appearance of a mysterious monolith inspires apes to start using tools, specifically bones as weapons. It's a similar idea of alien intervention inciting human evolution. When Makkari is reading her book at the 1 minute and 7 second mark in the teaser trailer, she's surrounded by all sorts of ancient artifacts. One of these is a gold statue that reads SPQR, which historians will recognize as the abbreviation for Senatus Populus Romanus, or the Senate and People of Rome. SPQR represents the government of the Roman Republic, which is dated from 509 BC to 27 BC. As we know from the film's teaser trailer, the Eternals have been around for quite some time, with Sersi noting that they have never interfered with the people of Earth until the threat of the Deviants arrives, of course. While they might not have been interfering, the Eternals definitely have been looming in the background, gathering artifacts from different civilizations and time periods. Other objects inside the artifact room include a chimera statue, a statue of a gold sphinx cat, and a medieval knight's armor. Makkari is also surrounded by hundreds of other books and mysterious objects, some of which include old paintings. In the comics, Makkari has many adventures in human history and even taught the Egyptians how to write. Based on what we see of her in the Eternals teaser trailer, it looks like she might have taken tokens from different civilizations in the past where she was present. The Eternals teaser trailer briefly but effectively sets up the romance between two of the Eternals, Sersi and Icarus. The pair are the first members of the Eternals shown in the footage. as Cersei is seen commenting on Earth's beauty to Icarus shortly after the group's ship arrives on the planet. From there, the Eternals teaser trailer features several moments between Icarus and Cersei. Marvel's Kevin Feige has previously said that Gemma Chan's Cersei is the closest thing that Eternals has to a lead character, so her relationship with Icarus will likely play a major role in the film's plot. In the comics, although Cersei and Icarus are both members of the Eternals, they've never had a notable romance together. However, Cersei has had a romantic relationship with Dane Whitman, aka Black Knight. In the comics, Kit Harington is playing him in Eternals. It's also worth noting that Chan previously told Vanity Fair Italy that Cersei would be involved in 2 love stories in the film, so it's very likely Eternals will see a love triangle take form between Cersei, Icarus, and Dane. The Eternals teaser trailer offers interesting hints about the titular group's powers, particularly the golden, intricately patterned energy threads seen in multiple spots. They're most prominently on display in a shot that shows Cersei, Druig, and Makkari levitating a few feet above a beach while the golden energy connects the trio. This might be a manifestation of one of the Eternals' main powers, the ability to wield cosmic energy. Judging by Druig's elevated hands and the fact that the gold strands seem to emanate from him, it seems that whatever's happening here, he's the guy taking the lead in connecting himself to Cersei and Makkari. Since Druig's comic book counterpart has considerable telepathic powers at his disposal, there might be some mind linking going on. It remains to be seen just why this is happening, though. The villains of Eternals are the Deviants, the mortal enemies of the Eternals, but it's currently unknown who's playing them or what they'll look like. Marvel hasn't revealed that information, and the teaser trailer doesn't give fans much more to go on. However, there's a brief glimpse of something that could be a Deviant, plus a hint at the kind of powers the Deviants have. At the 1-minute 28-second mark of the teaser trailer, Kingo is seen in battle. He slides under what looks like some kind of CGI horse creature and stabs it in the leg, which glows gold. The footage then quickly cuts to a group of villagers who all have blank, glowing eyes. They lift their guns in unison, suggesting that they're being mind-controlled. The scene is too quick to show anything really meaty, but there could be a deviant, or several deviants in it. The villagers could be deviants in disguise, or might be humans, whom the deviants have possessed. A deviant could also be riding the horse creature, or may have taken the form of the horse creature itself, since Crow, the leader of the deviants, is a shapeshifter. At the 1-minute 30-second mark of the Eternals teaser trailer, there's a volcano erupting over the backdrop of the blue sky. While it's not exactly clear what the context is for the exploding volcano, within the Marvel Comics canon, there have actually been Eternal storylines that prominently feature volcanoes. In flashbacks in 2012's Hulk Volume 2, number 49, Icarus fights Red Hulk on an erupting volcano. And way back in 1960's Tales of Suspense, Volume 1, Issue 7, a character who would later be retconned into Makkari is taking a vacation when the Molten Man thing emerges from an erupting volcano. For the time being, though, there's no way to know for sure what the erupting volcano means. It could mark a significant event in the film's plot, or simply be further proof of the Deviants' destruction and devastation of Earth. With all the majestic world building and cool costumes in the Eternals teaser trailer, it's easy to forget that the movie also features at least one prominent human character. In fact, the trailer nearly forgets him too, seeing as we only get a brief glimpse of Dane Whitman, played by Kit Harington. He stands beside Cersei, looking a little bit scruffy and wearing decidedly normal, everyday clothes. Immediately after the one and only close-up of the character, there's a shot of a group of people looking worriedly as something very strange is going on in the sky. Of course, it's almost certain that you'll see plenty more of Dane in the movie. As previously mentioned in the comics, Dane has a history with Cersei that will potentially translate to the big screen. More importantly, Marvel Comics fans know that Dane ultimately becomes a sword-wielding superhero called Black Knight. And common sense dictates that you don't cast a major Game of Thrones alum to play a sword-wielding character unless he's meant to be a pretty big part of the movie. But unfortunately, we're as lost as he is about what it all means.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
At the 1 minute and 31 second mark of the Eternals teaser trailer, viewers can see Sprite on what appears to be an airplane, singing karaoke. For the truly eagle-eyed viewers, an old-fashioned Captain America shield can be seen hanging on the wall next to the door and behind the bar. This brief moment also suggests that the plane the heroes are riding on belongs to Kingo, played by Kumail Nanjiani, the Eternals member whose secret identity is as a Bollywood celebrity. Having a K on the door could signify that this is his plane, which fits perfectly with the character as he's reportedly not exactly great at keeping things on the DL. As for the Captain America shield, we can only imagine that Kingo is a fan of the Star-Spangled Avenger. The Eternals were always going to be a tough nut to crack, cinematically speaking. They're compelling enough characters once you dig in, but on the surface, they're a pretty odd bunch. That's part of why Marvel editor-in-chief Joe Quesada tasked Neil Gaiman and John Romita Jr. with breathing new, more relatable life into the characters back in the mid-2000s. The result was Eternals, a 7-part miniseries that reworked the mythology of Jack Kirby's race of immortals, wiping enough of their memories to warrant reintroductions and warm, welcoming exposition. As with lots of rebooted comics from the last few years, the story took the pre-built foundations of the universe and constructed a more screen-ready version of events for new readers, and, optimistically, studio executives to latch onto. From what we've seen in this first teaser trailer, the movie seems to take influence from the comic book miniseries. The biggest hint comes from the ominous shots of Sprite, who spends the comic series on a reality-warping rage bender after millennia spent trapped in the body of a child finally catch up with the little Hellraiser. Sprites' crusade to reshape existence, and particularly their tendency to mess with people's memories, would go a long way towards explaining why nobody in the MCU has noticed the Eternals until now. As the trailer closes out, at the 1 minute and 50 second mark, the Eternals sit around a table enjoying a meal.
So now that Captain Rogers and Iron Man are both gone, who do you think's gonna lead the Avengers?
I could lead them.
In the original Eternals comics, Icarus does serve as the Prime Eternal, the leader of the Earth Eternals. And though he fights alongside the Avengers sometimes, he doesn't serve as the group's leader, like Tony or Cap do. However, a different character involved with the Eternals did lead the Avengers, Kit Harington's Dane Whitman. Whether or not Icarus or Dane will eventually team up with or even lead the Avengers in any future MCU films is anyone's guess at this point. Either way, Icarus and Dane will both be able to show off their leadership skills in Eternals when the film hits theaters on November 5th. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite comic book heroes and villains are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.